recent REI journal brought out by the Real Estate Institute of New South Wales. They're celebrating 100 years of the journal. There was an incredible article in here which I would like to read regarding the housing crisis. It is a huge problem that we're experiencing here in Australia, and I love to see that our local industry representatives are continually pushing it to the forefront of everyone's focus. So the article reads like this. The title is Collective Action Needed to Halt Housing Crisis. Australians are struggling more than ever to secure their dream homes as prices skyrocket and supply becomes tighter than ever before. Here, the journal asks experts to share their views on the challenges surrounding housing affordability and provide some potential solutions to the escalating crisis. This is an article written by Helen Hull. So REI New South Wales CEO Tim McGibbon said that the housing affordability crisis is caused by a lack of supply, and it's set to worsen. In New South Wales, we need to build around 45,000 properties each year to meet demand. However, we're currently achieving less than half of what is required, Mr. McGibbon explained. We know that a 10% increase in supply will result in a 25% improvement in affordability. But what we've seen from a variety of government initiatives amounts to simply working around the problem or popular politics, and neither has worked. Nerida Conseby, chief economist at Ray White, said that the housing supply is the key issue because supply has not kept up with population growth. Town planning is difficult in many areas and it's hard to find homes in the places people want to live. There are 400,000 additional people who arrived in Australia over the last 12 months, and this has placed increased pressure on housing, she noted. A clear solution is to make higher density options available, but it's hard to tackle NIMBYism. Many cities around the world have high density areas, but here we are largely adverse to it. We also have a construction crisis and it's expensive to build, she added, and people are just not downsizing. There are many homes with only 2 people living in them that have 2, 3 or more spare bedrooms. People are clinging to their family-sized homes because it's not tax effective to sell them. This is why we're not seeing enough sales in more expensive end of the market. Changes to taxation would certainly contribute to both availability and affordability. Mr. McGibbon agreed and said that he believes all levels of government have become addicted to property taxes. The overwhelming majority of first home buyers were not even born when stamp duty rates were last amended in 1986. At the time, it was said in Parliament that people need not to worry about the higher rates of tax because they would only apply to expensive properties. Over, wait for it, $300,000. This in no way reflects today's property prices, but not amending stamp duty brackets since 1986, successive New South Wales government have collected tax from property consumers far in excess of what the 1986 rates of tax were designed for. The decision to not amend the rates of tax in keeping with the market is nothing less than unconscionable. Mr. McGibbon added that all 3 levels of government, federal, state and local, have contributed to the supply problem, and it will require a collective effort from them to solve the problem. I find it disingenuous when government talks about affordability but acts with tax, he said. The federal government charges GST on new property sales. The New South Wales government charges stamp duty when the developer buys the property, and land tax while the homes are being built, and the consumer pays stamp duty when they buy the home. The local government then levies taxes and charges as a part of the development approval and council rates, while the developer holds the property. When you add that all up, it exceeds 40% of the purchase price. We need to broaden the tax base. Property is shouldering a disproportionate share of the tax burden across the country. Consumers are making transactional decisions based on the tax payable. Taxation should be a consequence of a transaction rather than one of the matters of a person considers when deciding to buy or sell property. What else would you think would be a fair representation of what actually is happening out there with the housing affordability crisis that we're experiencing? Would love to hear your comments below.